Welcome to the 52nd or possibly 53rd episode of Theater School Rejects. I'm here with Mistress K.
What up, yo?
We just walked out of the library. That's the name.
You should tell the people what the library is, though.
The library is a strip club. It's a great strip club. Well, it's a topless only club. It's classy.
Not very many tops, though. A lot of bottoms.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a bottom heavy club.
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was okay.
I had fun.
That's good.
Because Mistress K gave me a hard time because I didn't get a lap dance. And
Yeah.
one is like, I want to get a lap dance when a girl like comes and like entices me to a lap dance. I want to be talked into it.
What?
I don't want to go up to them and be like, hey, I
You
want
want
to
to
lap
be hustled?
dance.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I want to be hustled. I want them to work for it. Like the one girl, the Colombian girl was totally working me. She was like rubbing her hands on my arm.
I know, I saw that.
It was nice. I like that.
Yeah, why didn't you get a lap dance from her?
Because it's the first girl, the first one, you make them work. You go through the. Oh, it was a bad call, but I have to
that's a bad
get like
call.
5 or 6 to like come around and I pick the best one.
So you're a choosy slut,
I'm
are
a
you?
choosy slut. so anyway, no one came by after that because the girl was like, he's stingy or he's all whatever, heartbroken.
Bullshit, they should have all been coming over.
I
Just
know,
knowing that.
because you set me up. You're like, hey,
Yeah,
just broke
I
up with his girlfriend.
totally
He's
set you
all
up.
heartbroken.
I'm a wing woman all day.
But she was all being subtle and just kind of like working, like putting her fingers on my arm and I was all cool. And then she's like, I want to bounce on your dick. You didn't hear her because she kind of whispered it to me. I'm like,
That's what she said.
Yeah, so I want to bounce on your dick.
That's funny.
I'm going to make you all so hard you're going to forget all about her.
That's hilarious.
I know.
I mean, taken out of context, it's even funnier.
Yeah, she's like, I want to bounce my 21-year-old ass on your cock.
What the fuck?
I was like, wait, where do we go? We were having a casual conversation. Not like, hey, you want to dance or like just $20? Like, bam.
Can you buy me a drink?
Yeah, all the usual. Now,
Like, I'll just bounce on your dick. Give me a buck.
I mean, like, she meant a dance. She wasn't like offering sex or anything, but it was like, I'm just gonna bounce my ass on your cock. I'm like, what? Wait, how did we go from? You're in the
that sounds like
military?
a sound investment to me.
I know.
If she's like, I would bounce my ass on your fake cock, I'd be like, all right, let's do this.
Well, but I'm like,
it's in the car.
but I'm like, I know myself. If I get one dance, because then they're like, oh, do you want another dance? They don't bring you back to the table. They're like, oh, well,
Of course.
They're in your lap. Like,
Yeah,
want
but
another
they're
dance?
hustlers.
I know.
That's
but,
what they're there to do.
But
They're
once
there to make
once they
money.
get me in the back room and I'm dancing, I'm like, I want this to keep going. And then 4 or 5 songs later, like, oh, I have to hit the ATM machine. And what's the number one rule?
Don't take ATM.
Don't hit the ATM in the strip club. You spend the money you brought with you and you go home.
Yeah. Well, that's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is like, what if tonight was the last night on Earth here for you, and you didn't get that girl to bounce on your dick, and you die tomorrow? Then you're gonna be regretting that you didn't have those like ultimate like lap dances.
I have had enough lap dances in my life. There is no.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I've
Slut.
yes. I've been there. I have spent the money.
See, I can honestly say I have not had enough lap dances in my life.
Well, I would have got you a lap dance if I'd known you were deficient.
No, that's good.
If I'd known there was a deficiency that could be
because
fixed.
it's not the same for me.
Well, no, but like.
It's like, oh, okay, girl, do your thing. But it's not like I'm like, oh, so
No.
turned on right now.
You don't. Well, they don't get to like touch your switch.
I'm pretty sure as a female, I've definitely been groped more aggressively by female strippers than men.
I know, but like.
Just because it.
But
because
they're
we are
not
female.
reaching into your switch because your switch is internal. Guys' switches are external. All it takes is like they sit down on our lap, bam, that's the
but
switch.
You're thinking clitoris. You're not even thinking about other switches.
Well,
that
that's
are
the main
definitely
one.
external.
That's the main one.
No way. Androgynous zones? Come on, you're forgetting all about
Androgynous
those.
zones? You mean erogenous zones?
I don't call them then androgynous zones. I call them androgynous zones because you just seep into it.
That's not what androgynous means. It's like male. It's like male and female would be androgynous.
Yeah. Because men and females share 8 specific zones. 8 specific zones on the same body parts.
Really?
Yes.
See, this could be a fun conversation.
They're the
We would like
same
demonstrations.
eight
Like,
spots.
here, show me where.
This is a podcast, not an explanation demo here.
I know. I said it could be fun. I didn't say it was
Where
gonna
the
be fun.
fuck are
Let's turn
we?
around.
I feel
I'm
like
not trying to.
We're in like some like
you.
ghetto ass trucking facility.
I don't think
of
it's
course
ghetto.
they're gonna put a strip club right here, right?
I see you. I understand, but like, this is not. I suppose I feel pretty safe here, but this is not as safe as the last place we wandered around. What was that? Claremont. There is no crime in Claremont.
Oh my god. I mean, I don't care. It was just like, where are we?
Yeah, no, I'm not trying. It's right there.
Natural stone resources.
There were some ballers. They were making it rain.
Ballers. Like, I'm sorry, but $6 is not ballers.
They were like
status.
but they were throwing like just dollar bills.
Like $100 is baller status.
I'm sorry, but that's a baller move when you just fling. You know,
See,
putting
if
like
I
$1 or
had
$2
money to
down.
burn like that,
Yeah.
I would definitely come on a slow night.
Which
You
like
know what I
tonight
mean?
was, yeah.
Right. And like make it rain up in here. Why? Because bitches are gonna remember that and they're gonna be like, yo girl, it was lit on Wednesday. This baller came in and made it rain on us like dollar bills and shit.
I might do that some night. Be like, hey, I had a good week at work. I'll be like, Mrs. K, come be my wing woman. We're gonna make it rain.
Not if you take those pro bono cases you've been offered.
So let's talk about that. 'Cause and I got so pissed. I unfriended Erica and Valerie over this.
Really?
And then Erica was pissed about it. Well, I mean, like, it's never just one thing, right? There was
Erica
stuff.
who?
Erica Innes.
Oh, do I know her?
Anyway, she's a comic. And there's always stuff in the background, but the thing that collapsed the waveform, the triggering event, was so this woman called me and she's like, "Do you do pro bono divorce cases?" And divorce cases are generally a lot of fucking work, like criminal cases,
because people can't fucking get their shit straight.
and a lot of court
There's
appearances,
emotions involved.
right? But when I volunteer. Let's go around this cul-de-sac. I volunteer with organizations that screen their clients, that actually protect me from malpractice insurance because they have malpractice insurance that covers it, and like, you know, they're good organizations that they can doing good. You don't just call someone and say, hey, can you work for free?
No, and who's expecting you to work for free though? That's what I'm saying.
I know, but I said that. I'm like, that's like calling
Like-
restaurants and saying, hey,
I could do a discount, but not for free.
or but who just calls people randomly and says, hey, can I get some work for free? Right? And like, it's like going to a restaurant saying, can I get some free food?
Nothing's free.
Yeah, and they were like, and these people were like, well, Erica was like, well, you could just, restaurants sponsor charities. I'm like, I do volunteer for charities, but sponsoring charities is a very different thing from someone just saying, hey, I don't want to pay my
Get a
bill.
handout?
Yeah, and then just going, okay, sure. That doesn't happen. You don't go to a restaurant and be like, hey, I can't pay
don't
today.
these people know you have fucking lap dance to pay for?
I have lap dances to pay for. that takes money.
Fuck.
I can't be like, can I get a pro bono lap dance?
Yeah.
Can I get one on the house?
Free legal advice, Dal. You know what though? I honestly, in the days of Me Too, especially with the whole Kavanaugh case going on, like I wanted to be like, excuse me, you just touched me. Did you ask for consent? Did you ask if you could graciously touch my arm? No, you did not.
Wait, who touched your arm?
Technically, that's assault.
The stripper?
Well, she didn't touch me. She touched you. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Oh, like I could reverse it. Like,
yeah, you could be like,
did
that's
you
assault,
ask
bitch.
permission? Well, it's not assault.
It's not assault.
Well, assault has to be harmful or offensive touching, and touching someone's arm is not going to be considered harmful or offensive touching.
What about inside the groin?
That would be harmful or offensive touching.
Nipples? Is that offensive?
Like I said, it's sort of a that's the statute.
Area?
Well, the statute it's a pink area. The statute it says harmful or offensive touching. That's battery, and assault is putting someone in the fear of harmful or offensive touching.
What's going on with these lights here?
I don't know. Let's go back to the strip club and then. So the question becomes, what's an offensive touch? Well, like generally, groping someone without permission that you don't want to grope you would certainly be an offensive touch. But touching someone's arm is usually not an offensive touch.
Listen, I was offensively touched the other night by a guy who looked like the Quaker Oat Man.
I mean, I believe you. I'm just saying, like, what she did to my arm would generally not be considered assault or battery.
No.
But like,
But
if
you're
she
also
put her
not
hand,
a woman.
but she put my hand on my cock, then that would generally be considered offensive touching if I don't want her to do it. And again, that would be kind of like what the circumstances were. But that's a different thing. Like, does everything require affirmative consent? Which you could say yes. Like, so then there's like no ambiguity. And I personally think like you should get consent for any like intimate touching. Well, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
I got a big argument with this woman in this organization I belong to, because I was like, I think you should ask before you kiss someone. She's like, no, that totally kills the mood. I would never kiss a guy who asks for permission. I'm like, okay, what? So you'd rather like have people kiss you without your consent? Because how do you know? And she goes, well, there's signals. I'm like, and you've never seen people give signals?
Signals are misinterpreted all the time.
Right. Or just blatantly like, you know, put the wrong signal out on purpose to get like free drinks or whatever. Anyway, we had a big argument about it.
Nobody got pregnant from kissing. But...
No, but I'm saying, like, it's respect.
Yeah,
like,
obviously.
I think so. Like,
obviously, if some guy grabbed my face and was like, give me a kiss, and I didn't want to, then I would be bullshit.
Right. So, I mean, the only way to really know for sure is to ask. I'm not saying every time, like the first kiss.
No, but you can make it sexy, too. Be like, oh, baby, I want to kiss you so bad.
Right.
Can I? Is it okay if I do this?
Is it okay if I put my tongue in your mouth and wiggle it around a bit?
Well, that's a little obscure, but what are you doing in there? Checking to see if I have all my teeth? Like if I left some gum?
I was hoping.
Trying to find out what I had for dinner?
Well, I think on that note...
No, the gentleman's club.
We're gonna take some pictures of the library.
We're back at the library.
So anyway, you can find me at DougXComedy.com, and you can find Mistress K at
Mistress K5, or hooked up with Mistress K on YouTube.
And do you have any gigs you want to promote?
Oh, I have a gig Saturday at the Ice House, 9 p.m. in Pasadena.
This will probably go up on Thursday, so...
And then we have a show on the 24th.
Yeah, at Flappers in Burbank.
Yeah, so that'll be fun.
But go see Mistress K at the Ice House, October 6th, at what time?
9 p.m.
9 p.m. And just go buy tickets at the Ice House in Pasadena and go see a comedy show. It'll be funny. Well, 5 minutes of Mistress K will be funny. The rest of the show might or might not be funny.
Or come see me at the library where I'm doing a guest spot tonight.
come get a lap dance from Mistress K.
Show these bitches how it's done.
All right. Thanks.